everybody, thanks for coming back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to do the if I could only choose one tag, and I was tagged by Shannon and Courtney, so thank you guys for tagging me. I am really excited to share with you my products that I picked out, and it was actually really hard for some of them, and I'll go through that when I get there. So basically, if I could only choose one foundation, if I could only choose one blush, what would it be? I'm going to share those items with you today. So let's get into it. So I'm going to start with the way that I do my makeup, which is usually, sorry, my hair is like, ooh, so flat today. Makeup, so that means eye primer. My holy grail, my ride or die, my product that I've repurchased again and again that I feel like I beat with a dead horse with. You guys take a guess, you probably know what it is. It's the NYX Milk Jumbo Pencil, which mine is too tiny to show. That's not where I was going with that, but that's okay. This is actually pretty much done. I'm considering it empty, but I could probably use a little bit more of it, and I probably will. But yeah, I love this. It's really great. I use a lot of color in my looks, even without color. Even with neutral looks, I feel like it really, really makes the eyeshadows be as vibrant as they can, and it's really easy to blend out with a brush or even your finger, but I'm just a little rough with my finger when I do it, so I'd like to use a brush. And I've gone through literally like 4 of these, so if you haven't tried this already, I highly recommend you do. The shadows just blend on so easily, and I don't want to try like any others. I have tried the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and that one's okay. I'll probably use that so I can finish that up before I buy another one of these, even though I really don't want to do that. But I also have the Benefit Stay On Stray, and I like that for a liquid primer, but this one is definitely my ride or die. I think I just talked for like 2 minutes about this primer, but yeah, this is my favorite primer. Moving on. Okay, moving on would be eyeshadow, and you guys, this was so hard. Let's start with what I actually picked, okay? So I picked my ColourPop shadows. I have some palettes to talk about. I have the single shadows, so let's get into it. These palettes are just so much fun. I love that Kathleen Light's palettes. The formula is better than high-end. It deserves all of the hype that it gets. I have that palette, the Kathleen Light's palette, which I really like the packaging. I also have the All I Need Is Magic palette, which is one of their bigger palettes. And I really want to do a palette bingo with this, so I might do that during my spring break. But yeah, I love that palette. That was really pretty. And I also have the Element of Surprise palette. This one literally surprised the heck out of me. I used this when I did an Instagram live once, and I really think the best ColourPop shadows are actually the singles, and I have a few to talk about here. They are right here. I have this shade, which is Savage. It's a really nice peachy one, and I use that recently. This one is super neon. It's called Centerfold. That you can't even see like exactly how neon this one. I'm really shaky, by the way, because I had a whole cup of coffee already. So this one is really pretty. I've used this as a highlighter. This one is Play by Play. It's got that green peachy golden shift to it, and this one I just recently got, and I'd never used it before. It is 2-piece. I just wanted a really navy blue, and that gave it to me pretty much. So yeah, I really like the ColourPop shadows. I will continue to purchase them again and again, and if I could definitely only have one, I would be really, really happy using the ColourPop shadows. Runners up would have to be Juvia's Place. You guys know I love those, but those are very stiff compared to these, I feel like. Not in a bad way. They still blend and everything, but I just thought for easy application, for beginners, I chose this, and I really, really like these. I also wanted to choose my Modern Renaissance palette because I love that thing, but that's very like warm toned, and if I had to pick that one, I don't think I would be exactly happy for the rest of my life. I also really liked the Bad Habit Inferno palette that I have, but that one again is very warm toned, so I decided to just stick with these. So that's the little summary that I have for the shadows that I would pick if I could only have one formula for the rest of my life. I kind of considered it as a formula. Okay, so next up is eyeliner, and I would definitely pick the Urban Decay pencil liners, the 24/7 glide-on ones. I've had a lot of these in the past, and I really, really like them. They're so smooth. The color payoff is really great, and they never disappoint. They are very expensive for a pencil, but I really like this formula. It would be either this or the Rimmel Scandalized brand that I like, but I chose this just because the color variety is really nice and they never disappoint. So I really like that. Next up would be mascara, and my holy grail mascara, or if I could only have one mascara for the rest of my life, it would be the Lash Sensational mascara. I love the wand on this. It's very reminiscent of the roller lash. It's got the curvy wand, and I like to layer this one to give more length and volume, and it curls my lashes, and it's just a really nice mascara. The only thing that I would say is that it's a pain in the butt to get off, but other than that, I don't mind it, and I really like it. So eyes would be done at that stage, and then I would move on to face. And currently I don't have my, if I could only pick one, primer for face, but that would be the Becca Backlight Primer. I really like that. I like the champagne glow that it gives, and it's just really natural, and I miss it dearly. It is very expensive, but I feel like that would last me a long time. That was the one that I thought of. For foundation, I would pick the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation. I love this foundation so much. I think the shade is a little bit light for me. This is 203 Nude Beige, but I really like this foundation a lot. I love the glow it gives. My skin looks so healthy in this foundation, so I would definitely choose this one. I think this is like my 4th bottle of this. I really truly love this. And then for concealer, I don't have it on me, but I would probably choose the Smashbox concealer. I really liked the coverage that it gave, and it was just easy to blend out, and the color was spot on, and I love that one. So that's what I would choose for that. Then I would do powder, which there's actually a lot of Smashbox in here, and I didn't really intend or think that I would choose a lot of Smashbox, but they've kind of impressed me this year. So I would choose for powder the highlight under eye setting powder right there. This one, you can see there's kind of a dent in it actually. It's super smooth, and I would definitely, like, look at this, hold on. I love, 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 love how smooth that is, and it makes my under eye just look flawless when I have it on. I have the Kat Von D loose powder. I hate that thing. It's so thick, it's so powdery, it gets everywhere. This one, I would be happy having this for the rest of my life if I could only choose one powder. Next up, I would do setting spray, because I do it then, because my blush and highlight, I don't want to get like muddy when I do it, so I do it before I do that. And that would be the Smashbox Primer Water. I love this, especially for priming. Like, once I have my actual primer, and then I would do this too. So I use it kind of 2 different ways, but it just makes my skin look really, really nice. And as you can see, I'm really, really close to being done with it. It's going to be a sad, sad day when I finish this, but I have the MAC Fix Plus as my next setting spray hanging out, waiting to be used. So I really love this. It makes everything on my face meld together and not look powdery. So I love that. So next up, I would do brows, and I don't really have a holy grail for brows. I guess I kind of do. It's the ColourPop brow pomade. I like this, but I wouldn't choose a pomade for if I could only choose one for the rest of my life, just because it is time consuming. Although this formula is not that time consuming, you can swipe it on real easily, and a little goes a long way. So, but I really do like this formula, and this is what I've been using. I have finished a whole one of these. I cleaned it out, you guys. That was amazing. It took me a whole year, but yeah, I guess I would choose this. And as far as brow gel, I would choose my Essence brow gel. Here it is. My Essence brow gel in number 1. It's like $3. Love this. It keeps my brows in place. Not that they really go anywhere anyway. But yeah, okay. So after that, it would be blush, bronzer, highlight, and lips. So for blush, I would definitely choose, I don't know, maybe you guys can guess this, but I would definitely choose the Pink Grapefruit Blush and Brighten in Pink Grapefruit. I just said that. This is the Laura Geller one. I am trying to pan this. That is not pan that you see. It is just a hole. But I love this, how natural it is. It goes with literally anything, and it's just flawless, and it makes my skin really glowy too, which I love. Canoe gave this to me, so I'm forever grateful for that. I have a lot of other Laura Geller blushes that I really, really like too. So this formula is definitely one that I would be happy with for the rest of my life. For highlighter, this was actually quite hard. I love a lot of highlighters, but I think the formula that I like the best would have, I'm looking through my highlighter drawer right now, would have to be the Flower Beauty highlighter palette, because you get a champagne, a pinky one, and a golden one. And I don't know, this formula is just amazing. I am very, very, very impressed by it. Oh my god. Very impressed by it. So there it is on my finger, and then when you put it on your skin, it's very reflective and pretty, and I would definitely be happy with this. And I like this white palette, so yeah, this is what I would pick for highlighter. For bronzer, this was really hard. You guys know I like my bronzer. I've hit pan on 3 this year, which is pretty impressive because I am doing a bronzer project. So I would choose the Inglot bronzing powder in number 73 because it is quite radiant, and there's that beautiful pan that you see. I love this. It is so smooth and pretty and just looks really good on me. I can go ham because it is a little bit light, but at the same time not so much, clearly, because you can see. But yeah, I just love this. I really want to try more Inglot stuff. I said that in my indie favorites brand. So yeah, I love that bronzer. And then I would go on to lips. So for lips, you might be surprised because I think I would probably pick the Maybelline Touch of Spice, but I didn't. I chose the Huda Beauty Liquid Lips because I really like this formula. It's nice and light, it's not too drying on the skin, and these colors in particular are really pretty, and I just am really pleased with them, and I really do want to try more from this line. So this is definitely my favorite liquid lip or lip choice that I would choose. I just changed my mind. I had the Buxom lip gloss in there as my holy grail, or if I could only choose one lip gloss, but I changed my mind because this is kind of like fading out as my favorite. So I love them, but like at the same time I'm kind of over them. The ones that I'm absolutely in love with are the ColourPop glossy lips, and these are great. They're very pigmented and they have the prettiest glitter to them, and I feel like that's what's lacking in the Buxom one. I feel like they're too much like lightweight and they don't really do anything for me anymore, but these really you can wear on their own, and I really, really like them. I have the shades here, Moonchild. This is a Kathleen Lights collab. It's so pretty and so lush. So there it is right there. And then I have here the Charming lip gloss, and I really like this one. Like a lot. It's very flattering on me. So yeah, I would definitely pick the ColourPop glosses. Probably figure out my favorite brands that I've showed you too, because they're so good, and I really, really like these products. So thank you, Shannon and Courtney, for tagging me in this tag. I will have their channels and their videos linked below. I'll tag a few of you, and I also invite everybody else to do this tag as well. Maybe put your answers in the comments. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video.